Angela Rayner faces tough questions as Labour's leadership is challenged in heated debate. In recent parliamentary discussions and public commentary, Labour Deputy Leader Angela Rayner has found herself at the centre of political scrutiny, with both media figures and opponents pressing the Labour frontbench on key leadership issues. Alongside Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer, Rayner has faced growing questions over the party's messaging, policy clarity, and direction ahead of the upcoming general election. While some critics have used humorous or biting language to describe Rayner's recent statements, the broader picture reveals a serious and evolving dialogue about Labour's readiness to govern and what that means for the British public. Let's explore the key concerns being raised, how Rayner and Starmer have responded, and why this moment matters in the national political landscape. In a recent House of Commons session, Angela Rayner responded to questions regarding Labour's position on taxation, cost of living policies, and party transparency. Some critics argued that her responses were vague or inconsistent, prompting media commentators and rival MPs to question whether Labour's top team is offering clear and united leadership. Social media reactions were swift, with clips from the debate widely shared and interpreted in a variety of ways. Some posts mocked the apparent lack of clarity in Labour's messaging, while others defended Rayner as being targeted unfairly due to her outspoken, working-class style. However, beneath the soundbites lies a real concern. As the election approaches, will Labour be able to articulate a confident and coherent policy platform that resonates across the country? One of the primary areas of concern is Labour's approach to economic policy. Rayner has spoken about the need for a fairer economy, one that prioritizes working people and invests in public services. However, critics have pointed out that Labour has not yet committed to specific taxation levels or spending plans, leading to uncertainty among voters. The Conservative Party has seized on this, with several MPs accusing Labour of dodging fiscal questions. In response, Labour has argued that it's important to be responsible and avoid making promises that may not be deliverable in the current economic climate. Rayner herself recently stated that Labour wants to grow the economy the right way, focusing on jobs, skills, and fair pay. But as public patience wears thin during a cost-of-living crisis, some commentators say the party needs to offer more concrete policy pledges soon. Another topic making headlines is the dynamic between Angela Rayner and Keir Starmer. The two have often been portrayed as representing different wings of the Labour Party, Rayner being more vocal and populist, Starmer more measured and technocratic. While both leaders have publicly shown unity, some media narratives have suggested an internal tug-of-war over tone and direction. Rayner has been praised by some grassroots members for speaking more directly to working-class voters, while others argue that her approach risks alienating centrist swing voters. Still, recent Labour Party conferences have emphasized internal cohesion, with both Rayner and Starmer speaking in unison on key issues like workers' rights, investment in green jobs, and restoring trust in government institutions. Polls have shown Labour maintaining a consistent lead over the Conservatives, but support isn't evenly spread. While Labour is gaining ground in many urban and suburban areas, its appeal in some traditional working-class constituencies, particularly in the North and Midlands, remains uncertain. Rayner, who herself comes from a working-class background in Stockport, has often been positioned as the voice connecting Labour with its roots. However, as recent exchanges have shown, authenticity alone is not enough. Voters also want clarity, competence, and vision. Critics argue that moments of unclear messaging, such as on tax policy or the Green Agenda, can damage the party's credibility. Supporters counter that Labour is simply being cautious and responsible in a volatile economic environment. Much of the recent attention on Rayner stems from viral clips and media headlines. Some commentators argue that focusing on phrasing, presentation, or tone over substance does a disservice to meaningful political debate. While constructive criticism is a vital part of democratic accountability, it's also important for both media and the public to assess leaders based on policy plans and actions, not just personality or style. Rayner has previously addressed this imbalance, noting that female politicians, especially those from working-class backgrounds, are often subjected to a different standard of scrutiny. This has sparked wider conversations about representation, media bias, and political discourse in the UK. As the general election draws nearer, both Angela Rayner and Keir Starmer are under increasing pressure to define their vision for Britain and demonstrate unity at the top of the Labour Party. The recent wave of criticism, however dramatic in tone, is ultimately part of a broader democratic process. Voters are asking tough questions, and Labour's ability to answer them clearly and confidently could shape the party's future. What do you think? Is Labour doing enough to earn public trust under Angela Rayner and Keir Starmer? Are critics raising valid concerns, or is this part of routine political theater? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you value balanced, fact-based political reporting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth updates on UK politics. Stay informed. Stay engaged. Your voice matters.